Okay, I've got a recording.
Okay, you got yours recorded. So why can I not record?
Charles, listen to me. You and I have
Okay,
we've
sir.
talked a long time.
Okay, I just want to fill out that right there.
This is your
my complaint.
Okay.
On date.
Are you still living at the same place?
Yes, sir.
Okay, I'll send you a letter.
Can I get it in the email?
I'm gonna mail it to you.
Or you gonna mail it this time?
I've mailed everyone.
No, you haven't. I thought it got to an email with me the last time.
But I've emailed information for you. I haven't emailed you disposition letters. I always mail disposition letters.
Okay. When should I receive that?
As soon as we're done with the investigation.
And how long is that?
It can take as long as I have 180 days by law.
180 days?
But you know me, it's never taken 180 days.
I hope not. About 3 weeks.
About 3 weeks. That's a reasonable time.
Okay. I just came up here to file my complaint on this officer.
Okay.
And I'm sorry the way am I coming at you in a disrespectful way, officer, which is not my point.
Listen, these are the same things that you and I talked about for a long time.
Yes, sir.
I'm not saying what he did was right, but the only thing that you can control is who?
Myself.
Is yourself.
Yeah.
Man, I'm telling you, it never works out good for anybody.
I know it doesn't work out for me. I know that for a
fact. If you want to be treated respectfully, stop flipping people off and calling them every name in the book.
But how was it when you threatening me of showing my First Amendment right, redressing my grievances to you? Then you get mad at me?
When? Who?
I mean, that's what I'm getting as from every officer that I'm interacting with is I come at them professional. Don't get me wrong. Okay. I come at the wrong ones that like how they came at me.
Right.
They threaten me. They jump out their cars and try to fight me. All types of stuff. I filed my complaints. And none of them really happened, but only 2 complaints.
Hang on. I know of at least one complaint that we disciplined an officer on.
Yeah.
Okay, so
that was officer him right there.
I don't know.
Badge number 210. The officer that drew his gun out on me.
Listen,
yes, that's the only one. Then a sergeant.
What I'm telling you is I'm going to be fair with you. I'm going to look at it, okay? And if my guys are wrong, they're going to get hammered, okay? You got to accept some of the responsibility.
I do. Well. Trust me. If I got a ticket, I'm going to pay that ticket.
Yeah.
Okay? But it's just me redressing my grievances to you as a regular citizen and saying, why did you do this? Why did you do that to me? Why did you do this to me? Why are you disrespectful to me? Then when I come at you disrespectful, oh, you did it to me.
Can I ask you a question?
Yes.
How have you been lately? Because I haven't seen you. In fact, I was talking about you the other day. I was like, talk to Charles in a while.
I've been on 2 stops, okay? And another officer.
Are you working right now?
Yeah, it's out in jobs, man.
How's it going?
Not okay.
Why not?
I mean, the work is not coming in, the money's not coming in like it's supposed to.
What kind of work are you looking for?
Construction, that's all I do.
What kind of construction? Like cement work or cabinetry or woodwork or what are you doing?
Everything that I'm doing with my hands, man. I do everything, as in remodel a whole house.
Okay.
Roof to the cement.
Are you just doing stuff around here or?
No, I'm working with a guy and he's helping me out.
Because before you were like in Arlington, before the whole pandemic thing.
Yeah, I was.
You were going out there.
Yeah.
Everything dry up?
Yeah, I mean, it's because of the pandemic.
Yeah.
So I had to move from there because another person got it. So
right.
I had to move around. I don't want to get it. I got kids. And
I'm wearing a mask.
I got plenty. Trust me, I got plenty.
All right.
But it's hard for me to breathe as well. So that's why I work. That's why I stay outside. So I'm just saying, officer, some of the officers that I interact with
right.
are 100% cordial with me.
Sure.
Now the rest of them are not.
You are not? I've never had a problem with you.
Exactly.
You and I have always been good.
Exactly. And just me going out there recording you, officer told me that he was afraid of me.
Okay.
I mean, why is he afraid of a citizen holding a camera with 30 other cops sitting next to him.
I can tell you it's not 30 because we don't have 30.
I mean, I'm exaggerating, but there's quite a few, about 6 or 7 officers with guns.
Yep.
And I'm just standing nearby, and you're telling me that I'm afraid of you. I take you as a threat.
You and I have always, you have an absolute right to record.
Yes, sir.
Okay? I got no problem with you recording, just as long as you're safe, okay? And then I can do my work.
Exactly.
So,
I come out of every interaction safe.
right?
Okay. I come out of every interaction that I have with y'all safe.
Right?
Instead of the last time I got my head slammed, but other than that, I
We
was.
don't want that to happen, Charles.
I understand that, but like I'm saying, the rest of the officers that I have interactions with,
Right.
this daytime shift, some of your officers, about 6 or 7 of them, are very good with me, are wanting to help me do this, do that.
Right.
I'm okay, thank you very much. But the other ones that I ask for help, y'all don't help me.
So let me ask you this. What help are you needing?
And when I call the police,
Yeah.
that's the main thing. When I call the police for help,
Okay.
and no one comes and helps me.
So has that happened here recently?
It happened quite a few times, which I had to call, I told a young lady to please call the cops. And the police came like that.
And
But when I call the police, they don't show up.
right.
When I call for a supervisor, they don't show up. And I got to take, I got criminally trespassed from that church.
Yep. Up on Paul.
Okay.
It wasn't on.
Scott Lee was the arresting officer.
Yep.
I called the police because he threatened me that day.
Mm-hmm.
When I was on the phone with the police, he came back and arrested me.
Right.
Now those charges are dropped.
Right.
So how am I supposed to feel when an officer comes at me sideways and tells me, well, you're doing this wrong, and I don't trust you as a police officer, I want to call for a supervisor. And if he doesn't call a supervisor, another cop shows up, I ask him to call for a supervisor, no one shows up.
So, listen, when that happens, okay, there's always an outlet. There's always someone that you can talk to. And at the very least, you're going to come talk to me, right?
Of course, you're the man to talk to.
So,
And I tried talking to the assistant chief of police
yeah.
and the chief of police. I had an
Yeah.
incident with the chief of police.
Yes.
And I know y'all are homeboys, and I understand that if I make a complaint, it's not going to go through.
No. First of all, that's not true. Okay? And because of what we already talked about, I've already sustained a couple of your complaints against my officers.
And that's only 2 of them.
Oh, so you haven't filed that many complaints.
Out of like 5.
Okay, so now I have to have evidence to be able to do something like that. So the last one, how many emails did I ask for me to do a forensic audit on your phone, for me to be able to?
I understand,
and you never responded to me.
but boss, I'm here. If I said, hey, I got evidence on my phone
Right.
of a robbery, okay?
Sure.
Officer, and you come at me saying, well, I don't want your evidence.
But that's not what I told you.
No, it's not saying that. I'm just saying that you have the evidence here,
Sure.
and I didn't leave this building without my phone. And somehow, some way, he told me that, oh, I gave you your phone. No, you didn't. Now I have to come back up here the next day and grab my other phones. And my phones were tampered with.
I know, but Charles, that's what I'm talking about.
And you say that
You have to give me the opportunity to be able to do some of those things. Now, what I told you was at the very beginning is,
I had to get a third party.
well, at the very beginning, because like I told you, you have a natural distrust of the police department. Okay?
Some of y'all, I don't, man. I'm real 100% cordial with you.
And I wanted you to have someone else other than us take a look at it so you knew it was, because if I told you that, hey, there's nothing here, that you probably wouldn't trust that was accurate information.
Yeah.
And so I wanted you to see that from somebody else. I never heard from you. And I was like, you know what? I'll open this up. Okay, I'll take it. And I'll download it and I'll look at it. You didn't email me back. You didn't call me. You didn't respond to me.
When I'm up here, I don't come up here for no reason.
I understand that.
And I don't come up here to go to jail. I come up here to redress my grievances to you.
Charles, how many times I put you in jail?
None.
None.
No, not.
I never put you in jail.
Not you, officer, and I thank you so much.
Okay.
Okay, don't get me wrong. You are a good cop.
Okay. I hope.
To me.
I want to be fair.
Yes, and you are fair. You took it to my complaints and you found something wrong. I thank you for that. But this is like me going out there filming y'all and y'all still giving me the same grief as I'm giving y'all, which is not in your policy. It's saying fuck me, get a fucking job,
right.
Get the fuck out of here. I mean, who are you to tell me to do all that?
To do all what?
To fuck off.
Oh, listen, no more than you should be telling the police officers the same thing.
So if you're having a bad day,
No. Listen.
Take it out on me.
Just from a human perspective.
Yeah, a human. I'm just human. You're human. If I hurt your feelings, you're gonna say, "Well, fuck you, Mr. Dominguez." Okay.
Charles, listen. If every time I saw you, I gave you the bird and told you that you were the worst person on the planet, would you come to me nice the next time you saw me?
I'm gonna try to.
No, you wouldn't, because that's the natural human reaction.
Yeah, I probably will come at you sideways.
You're going to come at me any given way.
Yes, sir.
It is well documented.
Yes.
Okay,
Yes.
that we have these moments, these interactions with Charles and the police department, where you're flipping these guys off and calling them, every name you're calling them everything but the Son of God.
Yeah.
But you expect for them to come at you a certain way, and you don't come at them that same way.
If I worked in an area where my boss was white, you think I wouldn't have to act the same way every day, not being disrespectful to a customer?
Listen, I'm not sure what that's got.
So
I'm just talking about from a human perspective.
From a human perspective,
Okay.
right? You have a job.
Sure.
I have a job.
Sure.
If you don't do your job right, you get fired.
So let them get fired. But if a customer comes in and talks to you as a clerk
and I
calls
tell him, get the fuck out of here.
And after the fifth time of this person coming here to do it, you know what? You as an employee has had enough. And you tell him, you know what? Get the F out of here. Get on. And then you come back and go, whoa, hang on. He can't talk to me that way.
And he can file.
I
can't put my hands on him.
And then you go, I want to file a complaint. You know what? It's sustained. With the exception of, listen, this guy came in 5 different times. How much abuse does my employee have to take?
So what is a citizen? How many? I got ticketed.
Okay?
I got falsely arrested.
What do you mean you got falsely arrested?
When I was trespassed. From the same officer, Scott Lee.
It wasn't, you weren't falsely arrested.
I mean, it was justified.
The DA the DA can drop any charges, and they do frequently, especially with trespassing and minor theft cases.
Yeah.
They go, you know what? In this political climate, we don't want to prosecute. Doesn't mean the crime didn't happen. The crime happened.
Yeah.
It's just they chose not to prosecute it. That's not a false arrest.
So, I mean, it takes time out of what I'm doing.
Right?
Right. If I hurt you one day, you don't come at me sideways another. I understand that, but you being a professional,
Right?
of dealing with all types of citizens every day, dealing with mental and
Sure.
craziness, all of that.
So let me ask you.
So are you supposed to say to a crazy guy, "Oh, you're fucking crazy"?
But you're not a crazy guy.
I hope not.
You're-
I'm a good guy.
Because you and I talk just like this all the time. You know, I say something, you understand what I'm saying. It's not like you just have no idea what I'm talking about. You and I have robust conversation.
Yes, sir, we do.
And this is just about, listen, my guys are absolutely responsible for the things that they do. And you come to me and say, hey, listen, if he threatened you, listen, I'm gonna pull the video and I'm gonna see if he threatened you. Okay? Now, telling someone I'm gonna put somebody in jail, that's not a threat. Especially if there's been a crime that's been
egregious
committed.
crime, right? Like egregious crime, where
So define for me what an egregious crime is.
of me stealing,
Okay, so
or me
the law doesn't say
me
that.
hurting someone.
Let me ask you this. Can an officer take you to jail for jaywalking?
Yeah.
Absolutely. Is that an egregious crime?
No.
No. But do they have the right to do it?
Yeah.
Yes, they can. Okay? So,
So
if they go, hey, listen,
If
you
you
need
don't
to
sign
quit
this
jaywalking.
ticket, if you don't sign this ticket, I'm taking you to jail.
That is correct. They can do that.
Under threat of arrest, I have to sign a ticket.
You don't have to. Listen, so here's what the law says. When you get a ticket that's issued to you, you have one of two choices. You can sign the ticket, and what does signing the ticket mean?
I don't know.
So, I'll tell you. When you sign the ticket, all it means is I'm going to promise to show up in court,
Okay.
and I'm either going to have my day in court and I'm going to argue this because I don't think it's right, or I'm going to show up in court and I'm going to pay my fine because I screwed up and I know it and I'm going to accept that. But that is essentially your PR bond for not having to go to jail. The second option you have is, you know what? I want to see the judge right now. And so the law provides that. If someone refuses to sign their citation, the officer, their option is to take you to jail before the magistrate. So you come to jail and you sit and wait for the magistrate to show up, and then you have your redress at that point. Those are your two options.
So, I got another question.
Sure. Sorry, this is stupid
Say
mask.
I request a video of the body and dash cam of the officer
Okay.
that gave me the ticket.
Okay.
So me not going through the process of just going to court, you know, getting the ticket, paying for it,
Okay.
then I can request the video.
You can go over here and
No,
make a
no, I'm
request
just
for a
saying-
body worn camera.
So if I see that I didn't cross the street, or on his dash cam where I didn't cross the street,
Yeah.
can y'all refund me my money back, or how does that go?
What do you mean? So if you plead guilty to something, you pay a fine.
Yes, sir.
Then there's no redress.
There's no
because
redress.
because you've already said, listen, I'm
So-
guilty of this.
So when I request the dash cam
Yeah.
of the incident,
Okay.
and it shows me not crossing the street,
I would go, why did you plead guilty to something that you're clearly not guilty of?
exactly, because
So-
I'm just saying that.
So here's what the law says
So-
on that. Don't plead guilty to something that you're not guilty. Have your day in court, have the video that's shown, and show where it is that you did not commit that offense.
So right now, can I request the video?
That's between your records.
I understand.
But I believe so.
But do I get it within a certain day? Then I can go back to the courts and say, hey, you know, I found something different.
Don't plead, have you already pled guilty? Because once you plead guilty to something,
I guess I didn't plead. I just want to pay the ticket.
that's pleading guilty or no contest.
No contest.
Which is the same thing.
Okay.
Okay. That's saying, hey, listen, I don't want to have my day in court. I'm not willing to fight this, but I am willing to go ahead and pay the fine. Essentially, what you're saying is, I'm giving up my rights to deal with this right now. Okay. If you didn't do it, don't plead and don't do anything. Set up a court date. Get your copy of your video. Watch it before you go to court because you don't want to find out in court, right?
I mean, I'm just saying that I don't have all the evidence with me
Sure.
to plead my case when I went to court.
Okay. So go to court and make the officer defend himself. You have the presumption of innocence.
I understand, but I'm just saying that it'll help me if it was on camera.
Or you can look and see if it's on there.
I can see.
You can make the request. Okay. It's just a one document. They want your name, the date that it occurred, the time, the location. Okay. There's a
Because
fee
I gave you all the date and time of the incident.
there's
what
a fee
happened.
that they charge for anything in
Yes,
records.
I understand.
And it's fairly small. I mean, it's pretty nominal.
Okay.
You're not going to pay $100 for it. I think it's less than $10.
Okay.
And get a copy of the video. Take a look at it
No,
for
but
yourself.
I did. I requested it when I went up there to court. I requested it.
They won't give it to you from court.
I understand, but I made the request there at court, and the court said that I wrote a request form. I wrote it out of what I wanted.
Yeah.
And she was going to submit it over here to to.
then I would make sure that they got
That's
it.
what I'm about to do. I'm about to go see if they
Yeah.
got my request, and I gave them my email and everything.
Okay.
So, do I have to bring a CD or anything like that?
That's what they charge you the little fee for, so that's part of that.
Okay. All right, man. I do appreciate your help, man.
Okay.
You have a good one, man.
Any questions?
That's it, man.
All right, man. Take care, Charles.
Yes, sir. What's going on, Pug Face? Yeah, I was up here filing a
Hey.
complaint.
Can you see, did y'all get a body worn camera request from the courts for Charles? We did get it? Is it being processed? Do we know?
When we get to it.
Okay, so they've got it. They'll get in contact with you as soon as it gets done, okay?
Thank you, sir.
All right, Charles.
Well, they got my request. Ah. We'll see what happens. Yeah, I just came up here to file my complaint. And that's what I did today. Making sure the officer is accountable for his actions. I hope y'all do all the same. Make sure every cop is accountable for his actions. Always record the police and have a good day. Thank you, SoCal, for jumping on here. Thank you very much. Y'all have a blessed one. I got another interaction right over here. Stay tuned for that one. It's coming soon. Peace out, y'all.